Crafting Vicky here with you, and I promised you guys that I was going to make something with the diamond painting. I had this, what I think is a brilliant idea. I don't know how it's going to turn out, so let's see. Let's experiment, but hopefully my idea I can actually put through. So in order to make it, I've pulled out this stamp set from Dilution, as well as this stamp set from Paper Artsy. This one is a Eclectica ETS02, and this one is around the edges, around the edge. I don't know if they're still available. It might not be, because these are quite old. I've had them for a long time. You can see that this one has been loved, this one as well, not all of them, but a lot of them. And what we're going to be using is this stamp here and this stamp here. So those are the two that I'm going to be using for this make. I'm doing this first with these, but eventually what I would love to do is making them with my own design. That would be my goal. But for now, I wanted to share an easy idea in case you're interested. So I'm going to be using this here, which I'm gonna have I need 3 per flower. I'm gonna be doing 5. I want to make a set of 5 cards. Maybe I can try to speak a full phrase. I want to make a set of 5 cards, and I want to put them in my Etsy store, because it'd be fun to list those up. So I'm going to be making 5 of them. So 3, 4. Like I said, I haven't tried this out. I guess if it doesn't work out, you're not going to see the video. There will be that. I don't have to share this video if it doesn't turn out, but I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping that my grand idea is going to actually work out. Hopefully. Okay, so there's that, and then I want to do, so I need, this would be 1, 2, 3, so I need to stamp it twice. So one, doesn't have to be perfectly stamped, just so long as you can actually see the stamp image. And this one, since I have enough, I should be okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe not. I didn't stamp it well enough, that one. I'm going to be missing some stems, so let's try to do a better job on this one. Yeah, that's better. So wipe that down and put that back in its place, and put this away. So now I have my big Xyron and my little Xyron. And the reason why is because this design cannot go through the small one. I tried looking at it and it won't go through. So we're gonna cut this off. And I'm thinking that it might be better to actually cut as close to the design as possible. So I will speed forward the process, and I will do just the up above because it makes it very difficult to speed up process and have two cameras at the same time. So I will cut this all out and then I'll be back. Okay, so I finished cutting all of these pieces out. Now what I'm thinking of doing is putting them through the Xyron, but I want to put through this as being what I want to stick. So it has to go through that way instead of the typical way that I would put through an image on something that I want to glue, you know. It has to go the opposite of typically, because this part here is not sticky. So, but I want the image to be sticky, so that's why I'm doing it this way, and hopefully I can get all the little leaves to be sticky. Okay, so here we go. So that's the first, and then I'm gonna put through on my big one, same thing, face down, all the things, and my handle doesn't work anymore, so I have to pull through the paper in order for this to go through. I'm also seeing that it's full of of dirt and whatever, but it doesn't matter because once this is through, it's gonna be fine. So this goes on top of this. So now I'm gonna rub these so I don't have all little leftover pieces. And I'm gonna do them one at a time because clearly, well, first of all, I want to see that it works, and then if it does, then I can continue the process for all of them. But if it doesn't work, then that will be that, and my video will, you know, this won't make it to YouTube. But hopefully my idea actually works out. Actually, I should use this tool is better for this because it doesn't pierce paper. But this is just to make sure that the because whatever's touching, then the like for example here, then that part doesn't stick. Otherwise you're gonna end up with a bunch of little sticky things, and it's just not fun. Okay, so let's try this out. And let's pull one up. And the reason why I'm doing it with this is because I wanted the glue to be all over the place. And I didn't feel like it would glue properly if it wasn't done that way. That's why I'm doing it this way. Okay, so now I'm gonna have a bunch of different little trays. And I have a bunch of these little things left over because I never use a full one. I'm gonna have my little fantastic tool, and I'm gonna actually use some of the beautiful little diamonds I've got. So what I'm thinking of doing is doing the lines as being black, and then the rest, obviously I don't have a ton of different diamonds. Like I have, once my little diamond tray is complete, then, because those are the leftovers, right? So I don't have a ton of them. But what I'm thinking of doing is just gluing these down like so. And then there must be some that I have a lot of, like this orange. And then thinking of using the black in between. Now what I'm thinking would have been even better is if I had done the background in watercolor so that you wouldn't see the white. So I think I'm gonna restamp and redo these so that I have the lines that are going to be dark black, and then the colors, I have some sort of color underneath, so that you don't see the white, because I'm feeling like that would look better. And I don't think it has to be necessarily the color, the different colors. I think if I do a mix of watercolor, that's going to be sufficient to be fun. Same thing with the leaf. I think they need to be green before I put anything else. So I'm going to redo this. I'm going to create some watercolor and restamp my images, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've done watercolor on both, on watercolor paper, and I have done this really bright, different mix of different colors. This is from the Paul Rubin watercolor palette set. It's one of my go-to watercolor sets. Not that I know what I'm doing with watercolor, but just playing. So now I'm gonna let it dry, and then I will restamp everything and recut it out, and I will be back once that's done, because obviously you've seen me stamp, you know how to do this, and just so that we can restart the process, I'm gonna actually like go through it with my Xyrons and stuff, and then once that's done, I think then putting the diamonds will make more sense, because there won't be this white space, this white because I felt like the diamonds can't be too close together, and because of that you can see the color of the paper underneath, and I felt it was too stark. It didn't look too good, so that's why we're doing it this way. Okay, so we're back, and this time we've got a colored image, and it's kind of hard because I'm zooming in. So we've got a colored image, and I think I'm gonna like it better. So we're gonna try this out again and see how that goes with the actual colored. I think it's gonna be much better. Now what I was thinking is, I don't know if I really want to have those big pieces of black, or if I should just cut around. So that's the part I'm debating right now. Do I just do the circle in black? And of course, this is not a design that was done for diamond painting, obviously, so the little diamonds might not fit perfectly the way they would in a design that was made for them, you know, if you understand what I mean. Like, but I still think it could be a really fun look at the end of the day. Hopefully that will be the case. So we'll do one a regular time, and then I'll do the rest with speed up version, because obviously this takes a very long time to put all those little diamonds in. The good part though is that they seem to be sticking very well to the Xyron machine glue, and my fingers are also sticking very well to this. Okay, this one is not collaborating. So maybe I should do the outline first and then fill it up. Because, like, for example, this here, this flower, I'm having trouble fitting in that extra little black diamond. Of course, yeah, it's not the design. They're all going to turn out a little bit different because of the how you put the diamonds on, and none of them is going to be exactly the same. And I'm not sure I'm going to have enough diamonds to make them exactly the same anyway. Even if I wanted to. I also haven't put all my diamonds into my little container, so that is something maybe that I will need to do, add extras. I'm just gonna shuffle the little diamonds to fit. So I was thinking that, you know, what you could do as well, like I'm doing this with the flowers because I just thought they'd be fun and I could use many different colors. But what would be also very fun is if you stamped, for example, an image of a little girl or whatever, and then you restamp just a dress part or the sleeves or a flower for the hair or something like that, and just integrate that little portion in your as the diamond painting part. Like, you don't have to do the full image. That was one of my thoughts, that it'd be really fun to do. What do I want to use? I have a lot of red. So let's use some of the reds. Have this fun red as well. Reddish, pinkish color. Have a lot of yellow. This yellow, which is different. It's a great time to use some of the colors that you have a lot of, or maybe use in the smaller sections some colors that you don't have many of. Might be a good way. So for example, in this case I don't have a lot of this, so let's use that. and maybe I can make some sections bigger just by not because obviously the black takes room and so does the rest of the diamonds. So maybe I can shift this a bit and make this a bigger section. It's your own design at the end of the day with this. Like, you don't have to follow the lines perfectly. And the fact that the paper is not white anymore makes a big difference, I feel, with my design. Feels better. Yeah, I think it's better if you make some of the smaller sections larger. It's gonna look better. So for example, this here, I'm thinking I'm gonna remove this here and remove some of the black. Tweezers might be useful. And put more yellow. Okay, so I'm gonna add some more yellow. I can actually add one more red over here and put more yellow in here. Yeah, I think that looks better. I'll have to go through my stash, I think, to get some more black. Maybe the center could be clear, because I have a ton of clear. Oops. I think this is fun. Okay, so then double up that section. And this, obviously, I would have a multiple diamonds at once, so having multiple trays will be very helpful. What's fun too is because you're doing this with your own diamonds, you're doing this with your own supplies, so no two makes is going to be the same. So it really makes it an original. And even the stamped image, you won't be able to really recognize it once you're all done with it, I would think. So here's that. I'm thinking I want to use some of the yellow. Whoops. So I'm going to have two sections basically left. I don't think I'm going to... Do I split this or not? I don't know what I should do. Okay, I've got some white here that might be pretty. And what else? What other color do I have? I want one that I have a lot of. I'm trying to keep a palette of colors that goes together. That one is small. I'm thinking that because I'm not following all the little parts, that probably it would be better if the top part was in there. So I'm thinking I'm gonna change that out and remove it, because it looks strange that the lines don't fit with the top. So we're just gonna adjust that out of the design, because why not? We're in charge here. So basically what I'm gonna do, oops, I've lost a few little diamonds. This little guy. Let's go in here. In here. So I'm basically gonna just remove the diamonds that I've put onto those parts and cut them out. So I don't want to waste some diamonds. I have plenty, but still kind of useless to cut out diamonds. So then I'm just gonna go around and remove those added. Process, I ended up removing one of the orange. And then I'm just gonna finish off the circle all around my image. And we've got a little flower. So I will be doing the rest of the flowers as well as the stem, and then I'll be back like in speed up for fashion, and then I will be back to assemble the cards. guys, so I'm back. I finished making these out of the different greens that I had, and it allowed me to also pull out some of the, I felt enough greens, so I pulled out some other diamonds from other endeavors that I had done and just organized them at the same time, since I had them out. So I have to admit that this took a very, very long time to make. Much longer than I anticipated, but I think they turned out really sweet. I'm looking forward to having these put together and seeing how that turns out. So just right now folding out my cards. I want them to be spring-like and just fun, so I pulled out quite a lot of papers actually before I finally decided on what I was going to work with, and I finally decided to go with this polka dot type of fresh green, and that's what it's gonna be used. I should stamp out the back of these before I put on the diamond painting, just because it's going to be harder to stamp once my diamonds are on there. And so this set hopefully will look really awesome, and if it does, well, we'll see once that's finished, but if it does, then it should be listed in my Etsy store. Okay, so I'm gonna be cutting this down. Basically, I want this to take most of the page. I should be good to go with 3 of these. I'm going to cut these 2 pages at once because I'm going to need my big guillotine for this. The good thing, because I was doing this, the diamonds painting at the same time, well, obviously I was doing this fast forward, so it helped me not having to talk too much while making this video, which helps because I'm still coughing. Actually feeling a bit better today than yesterday. Yesterday I was starting to feel like my throat was being sore again. I'm so fed up of being sick. Like, I want this thing to be over with already. Okay, so just gonna glue this down. All my cards. Glue on my fingers. When I fold, I don't always fold perfectly straight. So just have to adjust that when it happens. So obviously if you were to do a part of somebody's clothing with the diamonds, it would be much faster than what I did. You also don't have to make a big set like this. You could just make one card at a time. That would also work out. Now I'm thinking that maybe, how is this gonna work? I'm thinking of using 3 or 4, depending. So probably don't need that tall of a piece of paper. Probably this would be sufficient, and about that size. Yeah, that would work out. So let's measure this and try to make them all at the same time. So I need 5 of them. So let's see. So let's say we do it by 2 inches. And then said how much is this? Let's see, 3 and 1/4 this way. They're all the same. So 3 1/4 by 2. So 3 1/4. Know what happened here. The scene was not clean. Okay, so I'll redo that one. So 2. 2. 3 1/4. 2 and 2. Perfect. So what I'm thinking of doing is using my ink to actually draw the stem and such. So let's just put some tape on the back while this doesn't have the diamond painting on it, and it'll make it easier after to just remove the Suquan tape and just glue it on the card. Okay, so we've got all of these ready. Now I'm just gonna now we're just gonna glue these down and hopefully not lose diamonds in the process. Sometimes they shift a bit as you're holding them. So I should probably just use double-sided tape. That would be easier. That or just my regular glue. Let's use double-sided tape. And I think I'll use the glitter, our glitter glue for the leaves. I think these are going to be fun. They're very different, which I love. I don't remember seeing people do this, so I would love it if you like this, that if you want to share this video with your friends. I would love it. It'd be really fun to grow the channel. Seem to have hit a plateau, so it'd be fun if new folks came to see what I'm doing. You could have also, of course, have put down the your image and done it directly on the card ahead of time, but I wasn't quite sure how it was gonna turn out, so prefer doing it afterwards. Oops. Oops, and that one just doesn't want to go back to where it's supposed to. Come on, though, it's supposed to be in that little spot there. Just doesn't want to go back. Upside down. Okay, there we go. Okay, so then what I thought I was going to do is just cut out some of those leaves and put those down. And then make the design with my fountain pen. bottom. I want this to be whimsical. This is basically what I was thinking about. So, just gonna put glue to this. So this gives my little flower, and then basically what I'm thinking of doing is just putting it down like so. And I was thinking maybe I wanted to put a text to it, but I'm not sure anymore if I really want to do that or if I just want them to be just like so. That might be just it. I don't think I want to add text to this. So I will be putting down the other leaves, and I will come back once I'm finished. finished finally all my little cards. I think they turned out really, really fun. Check this out. So they're all unique and different, clearly. And this one has a bling that turned side on me. So they're all unique, they're all different. They're clearly handmade, but I think it turned out to be a really fun way of using that extra bling. So all those diamonds that you have and don't know what to do with, well, now you have some ideas. So I'm hoping that this inspires you. I would love to hear your comments on this. If you haven't subscribed already to the channel, please do. Send people over, share, all that good stuff. It would mean the world to see my channel grow. It also helps, obviously, YouTube to recommend my videos if they know that people like it. So yeah, love you guys so much. Take care, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.